And so God is saying to the people, he's saying, hey, you guys are dwelling in these luxurious homes. You've fixated on rebuilding what it is that you want, what it is you think you need, but what have you neglected? You have neglected to rebuild the house of the Lord. You fixated on your own luxury, but the house of God lies in ruins. Can I be honest, is this rebuke that God gives to the people, I find it quite challenging. And I honestly think that each of us should find it somewhat challenging. I think that this rebuke should actually in many ways kind of stop us in our tracks. It demands that we ask ourselves, have we gotten our priorities straight? Am I living my life in such a way that God would say to me, you dwell in your paneled house, Marcus, but what about my house? Right? Have we settled for a sort of empty pragmatism? Have we just kind of looked at the world and we've said, you know what, being faithful to Jesus, being the church is just too hard. Rebuilding healthy institutions, it's too hard. And so instead of that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to settle. I'm just going to build my own little kingdom. I'm going to make sure Marcus is taken care of. And I'll let someone else worry about God's church. I think that this temptation, it's real for each of us individually, right? The temptation of materialism, it's ever present. But I think it's there for the church as a whole. Because we can look at the world around us and we can say, you know what, rebuilding the church in this environment, it's going to be really hard, it's going to be really challenging, and so the only way for us to do it is to align ourselves with certain people and certain authority figures and certain structures of power, and if we can align ourselves with them, yeah, we might need to make a couple compromises here and there, but at least we know the church will be okay. When we're doing this, are we trying to build paneled houses while the house of God actually lies in ruins?